Okay friend, let's start with the discussion. First news of 7th May 2022 is Center Delhi row heads to Constitution Bench. So we all knew that there is a continuous tussle between center and Delhi government for control over the bureaucrats. Means who will control the bureaucrats? Who will control the IAS, IPS officer? There is a continuous tussle since many years. Okay. So recently, Supreme Court on Friday referred to a constitution bench the battle between centre and Arvind Kejriwal-led Delhi government for control over bureaucrats in the capital. Okay. So as per Arvind Kejriwal is that the bureaucrats should be under the control of the Delhi government, but as per central government, the bureaucrats should be under control of the central government. Okay. So the Supreme Court, the 3-judge bench led by Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana said the tussle between the union and Delhi government over the limited question concerning services or bureaucracy required an authoritative pronouncement by a 5-judge bench of the court. The court informed the lawyer that the case would listen again on May 11. Okay, so the 3-judge bench referred the case to a 5-judge bench. Okay, so what is the origin of the case? That is the old Government National Capital Territory Delhi Act 1991, and as per this act, the act passed from Parliament on 1991. So the 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991 conferred the Union Territory of Delhi with a special status and redesignated it as the National Capital Territory of Delhi. So before 1991 Act, Delhi was a simple union territory like other union territory like Chandigarh, Pondicherry, Daman, Diu, Dadra, Nagar Haveli. But as per 1991 Act, it will be redesignated as National Capital Territory of Delhi, not a simple union territory, and designated its administrator as the Lieutenant Governor. Okay, so Lieutenant Government is the administrator of the National Capital Territory of Delhi, NCT Delhi. Though a union territory, Delhi was considered as a special case and given a special constitutional status by the Parliament. Okay. 1991 Act provided for a fully elected assembly and a council of ministers responsible to the assembly. So Delhi is a union territory, but it will be designated as National Capital Territory Delhi and will be given a special constitutional status. And what is the special constitutional status? It will be provided a fully elected assembly like other state. Like a state, it will also be provided with a fully elected assembly and a council of ministers responsible to the assembly like any other state. It conferred on the assembly the power to legislate on all matter in the state list as well as the concurrent list except land, police, public order. However, the laws of parliament prevail over those made by the Delhi Assembly. So except land, police and public subject, the Delhi government can make law on any state and concurrent list subject. Any subject which is included in the state list or in the concurrent list, Delhi government can make law on that subject except land, police and public order, because land, police, public are also included in the state subject for other state, but in Delhi, the Delhi government cannot make law on this subject, land, police and public order. Okay. Now this is the point of tussle. Assent to bill means when a bill is passed from the Delhi Legislative Assembly, then what is the future of the bill? Who will pass the bill? When a bill has been passed by the Legislative Assembly, it shall be presented to the Lieutenant Governor. Okay. The Lieutenant Governor shall declare either that he assent to the bill, or that he withhold assent therefrom, or that he reserve the bill for the consideration of the President. So he may assent the bill means he agree with the bill and pass the bill, or he withhold the bill. Okay. Or withhold bill means he hold and return back to the return back the bill to the state legislative assembly for reconsider, or he reserved the bill for consideration of the president, or he sent the bill to the president for his consideration. Okay, these three things a lieutenant governor can do. Now this is the point of friction. The matter was to be referred to the president by lieutenant governor for his decision. So when the state assembly makes a law, makes a bill, what the lieutenant government can do, lieutenant government can send the bill to the president, and that is the point of friction. Then what is the value of the legislative assembly, elected legislative assembly? And is pending such a decision to lieutenant governor was empowered to take any action on the matter as he deemed right. So total thing will be on the decision of lieutenant governor. So there is no value of the state assembly. That is the point of friction. That's why the Delhi government moved to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court gave his verdict on 2018 that the lieutenant governor of Delhi had no independent decision making power and was bound to follow the aid and advice of the Delhi Chief Minister headed Council of Ministers of the Government of Delhi on all matters except those pertaining to police, public order and land. So except police, public order and land, any other say state or concurrent subject, if the Delhi Chief Minister headed council makes law, then the lieutenant government should have no independent decision. He should have to follow the aid and advice of the Delhi Chief Minister. Okay, simply straightway verdict given by the Supreme Court. And another thing is, any differences between them should be resolved keeping in view the constitutional primacy of representative government and cooperative federalism. So you have to respect a constitutional primacy of representative government, because Delhi government is formed by election, elected member there, so their views should be respected. Okay, now this is the verdict of Supreme Court 2018. So as per this verdict, the Delhi government has the full right to pass a bill except this land, police and public order, okay, like other state government. But what central government did, central government comes with the Amendment Act, the Government National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Act of 2021, and as per the act, they amended the section of 21, 24, 33, 44 of 1991 Act, and states that the government in the National Capital Territory of Delhi meant the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. So until today, government of Delhi means the Arvind Kejriwal led Aam Aadmi Party government, but according to this act, government of Delhi means governor of Delhi. Okay, means indirectly the central government want to say that the bill passing power authority has only to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, because he is the government of Delhi. It gives discretionary powers to Lieutenant Governor even in matter where the Legislative Assembly of Delhi is empowered to make laws. Okay, now it seeks to ensure that the LG is necessarily granted an opportunity, and it bars the assembly or its committee for making rules to take up matters concerning day-to-day administration or to conduct inquiry in relation to administration. So Delhi government even cannot do any inquiry, even cannot give any order to the administration, means the bureaucrat, day-to-day administration, okay, or to conduct inquiry in relation to the administrative decision. So the central government tried to stop any try to stop the AAP government for any kind of inquiry, any kind of order, any kind of rule over the bureaucracy, as well as the lieutenant government has the ultimate man who has the authority to pass the bill made by the state legislative assembly as per this act. Okay, because he become the government of Delhi. So again Aam Aadmi Party moved to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court, and what is the Union government stand? What is Union government is saying about this act? They are saying that it is keeping with the Supreme Court's July 2018 ruling. So they have made the amendment as per 2018 verdict. The object of the act include enhancing public accountability and easing out technical ambiguities related to everyday administration. So they have come with the amendment act to easing out technical ambiguities as per the central government, and this will increase administrative efficiency of Delhi and will ensure better relationship between executive and legislature. Okay, so again, so finally the AAP government filed a petition in the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court advised that they have referred the case to a 5 judges. Okay, 5 judges bench. Okay, so they have referred to the case to a 5 judge bench of the court, and they will again listen to the matter on May 11. So this is about the act, and this is about the Government National Capital Territory Amendment Act 2021 and 1991. Okay, move to next news. Tough anteater leaves forest officials and sea. What is the news? This is the pangolin, also known as anteater. Okay, so after its rescue from the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve, a pangolin is giving a tough time to forest official in the Nahargarh Biological Park near Jaipur in captivity. The endangered mammals has refused to accept any food given by the park staff and is mostly spending time in a burrow which it has dug out for itself. So this pangolin or anteater was rescued from the Ranthambore Tiger Reserve in Rajasthan and replaced it in the Nahargarh Biological Park in Jaipur, but it is not accepting any food. Okay, so this is the news, but the related news is the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. What is this? This is an act of the parliament, means it has passed from the Lok Sabha with 2/3 majority, then Rajya Sabha with 2/3 majority, and final take the assent from the president in 1972. Before 1972, India had only 5 designated national parks. Okay, but after this act, after more rules, more regulations, okay, we have today many more national parks. In 1972, India enacted the Wildlife Protection Act 35(4) and Project Tiger in 1973. Okay, to safeguard the habitats of conservation reliant species. Today there are 106 national parks. The act provides for the protection of wild animal, birds, plant, and for matter connected therewith or ancillary or incidental thereto. It extends to the whole of India. Now, Wildlife Protection Amendment Bill, okay, 2021, tabled in the Lok Sabha in December 2021. While it has been amended several times, the latest set of proposed amendments by the Environment Ministry were to make it more compliant with the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Flora and Fauna. So the previous bill, the previous 1972 Act was only to protect wild animal, birds, plant, and the amendment includes the trading, protection against the trading of endangered species of wild flora and fauna. Okay, so trading is included in the amendment 2021 bill. So 5 most heavily trafficked animal in India, most illegal traded animal in India, and first is Indian pangolin, means the anteater. Anteater is the highest most trafficked animal in India. Indian pangolin or thick-tailed pangolin is the most haunted animal in India and world's most trafficked wild animal. The highly endangered Indian pangolin is about to become extinct. Almost 1 lakh pangolin are captured every year in India for illegal trade. In second position is Indian star tortoise. It is also a rare and exotic tortoise species found in the dry and arid forest of India. Now next is Tokay gecko, this type of lizard. Tokay gecko is a nocturnal, means moving in the night time. Nocturnal arboreal gecko occurs in the rainforest of northeast India. Okay, it is the symbol of good luck and fertility in many East Asian countries. So this is the myth. Next is red sand boa. Okay, red sand boa, commonly known as two-headed snake. It is assumed that it has two heads, but actually it has one head, and the other, the tail end is exactly looked like its head. Okay, so there is a myth that it has two heads. It has only one head. Commonly known as two-headed snake is one of the non-venomous boa species. Okay, and fetch huge amount of money for illegal wildlife trade business in India due to blind faith that it brings good luck. Next is Bengal monitor lizard, giant lizard. Bengal monitor lizard are extremely large reptiles distributed over the Indian subcontinent, but the species is also rapidly vanishing because of poaching and illegal wildlife trade. Next is, it is also used for meat, belly, skin and skin leather and oil. So these five are the most trafficked animal in India. Okay. Next is NEP gives freedom of choice for skill development. AICTE chief. So NEP is the new national education policy. Okay, gives more freedom of choice for skill development to the student of vocational courses with its multidisciplinary approach and gives due weightage to all types of skill. All India Council of Technical Education Chairman Anil D. Sahasrabuddhe said here on Sunday. Okay. So, what is the new national education policy 2020? It was approved by the Union Cabinet India in 29 July 2020, outlined the vision of new education policy. And previously it was National Policy of Education of 1986. The policy is a comprehensive framework for elementary education to higher education as well as vocational training. So this is the main part, vocational training included in the new national education policy. In both rural and urban India, the policy aims to transform India's education system by 2014. So there is a comparison between the old national education policy and the new education policy, and the difference is the new education policy is under Ministry of Education, whereas the old was under Ministry of HRD. Okay, then the new is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 format, means age breakup is 3 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14, 14 to 8. But the old was 10 plus 2 format with breakup age 6 to 16 and 16 to 18. Okay. Next is, it is the one of the main differences in the new system, no hard separation of art, commerce, science. All will be mixed with curriculum. But in the old system, there was a hard separation between art, commerce and science. Now vocational subject means the training. One vocational subject is must from class 6 to 8, but in the old system there was no mandatory. Now bagless days encouraged in new, whereas the old was the student was with heavily weighted bag. Next is coding. Coding to be taught from class 6 onwards, whereas the mention of coding in the old system was missing. Okay. Next is preschools to be added in Kendriya Vidyalaya. So Kendriya Vidyalaya currently start from the class 1 as per old, but preschool will be added in the Kendriya Vidyalaya. Okay. Next is IIT will include multidisciplinary like arts, humanities. So IIT is basically for the science, but now IIT will also include the arts and humanities. Okay, these are the difference between the new and old. Okay, now another is in the old system, if after graduation if you want to pursue doctorate, you have to pass the MPhil course. So first MPhil, then doctorate. But in the new system, MPhil is discontinued. Doctorate can be pursued after master. Okay. Okay. So these are the thing. These are the thing revised in the new education policy. Now, what is AICTE? All India Council for Technical Education is a statutory body, means established through an act of the Parliament, and a national level council for technical education established in November 1945, first as advisory body. So their function is to provide advice only, nothing else. And later on 1987 given statutory status by Act of Parliament. AICTE is responsible for proper planning and coordinated development of the technical education. Okay, so only for technical education they provide advice, proper planning and coordinate development. And for non-technical education there is University Grant Commission, UGC. Okay, so AICTE is for technical education and management education system in India. Now in its 25th April 2013 judgment of Supreme Court said, as per provision of the AICTE Act and UGC Act, the Council has no authority which empowers it to issue and enforce any sanction on college affiliated with the university. So they cannot make any sanction, okay, on any college. They are only, their role is to provide only guidance and recommendation. Okay. Okay, move to next topic. Is La Nina a fair weather friend of our country? So they are asking a question. Is La Nina is a fair weather friend of our country? So to know what is La Nina, first know what is El Nino, then we will know what is La Nina. So I will discuss on this map. So this is the Pacific Ocean, the largest ocean in the world, Pacific Ocean, and this part of American coast, North American, especially the South American coast, is called as the eastern coast of Pacific Ocean. And this coast of Pacific Ocean, mainly the Asian coast and the Australian coast, even as the Indian coast, is called as the western coast of Pacific Ocean. Okay. Now, if El Nino condition occurred, in the El Nino condition, the air, the wind over the ocean, means in the El Nino condition, the warm water of the west coast, here the water is warm water in the west coast, in the east coast, in the coast of Peru, in the coast of Chile, in the coast of South America, the warm water, and in the western coast, in the coast of Australia, in the coast of Asia, even the coast of India, the water is the cool water. Okay, so water in this American coast is warm water, and the water in the western coast is cool water. Now, if El Nino condition occurred, the wind over the eastern coast, means wind over this area, the South American area, is very weak. The air become very weak. It cannot drag the warm water from east coast to west coast. Okay, so the wind is become so weak, it cannot drag the warm water from east coast to the west coast. As a result, there is a heavy rainfall in the east coast of Peru, Chile, South America, and there is no rainfall or dry condition occur in the Asian coast and the Indian coast. Okay, so El Nino condition is unfriend condition of our country India. But in La Nina condition, exactly opposite occur. In La Nina condition, the wind over the warm water is very strong. It will drag the warm water from this American coast to the Asian coast. It will drag the warm water. Okay, so warm water dragged from east coast to west coast, and cool water will be transferred to the east coast. Okay, as a result, heavy rainfall occurred in the Asian coast as well as in the Indian coast, and dry condition occur in the South American coast like Peru, Chile. So La Nina condition is friendly condition to our country India. Okay, so the question is La Nina is a fair weather friend of our country? Yes, La Nina is a fair weather friend of our country. Okay, so El Nino is also called as the boy, and La Nina is also called the girl. Okay, so in El Nino condition, the warm phase of El Nino southern oscillation and is associated with band of warm ocean water that develop in the central and east central equatorial Pacific into the area of Pacific coast of South America. Okay. During the development of El Nino, no rainfall in the western Pacific coast, means the Asian coast, and heavy rainfall in the eastern Pacific coast, Peru equator. But in La Nina condition, the girl, okay, in the eastern Pacific, below average air pressure, high in the eastern Pacific and low in the western Pacific. So the ENSCO cycle, including both El Nino and La Nina, cause global change in temperature and rainfall. Developing countries that depended on their own agriculture, fishing, particularly those bordering the Pacific Ocean, are usually most affected. Okay, so in this phase of the oscillation, the pool of warm water in the Pacific near South America is often at its warmest about Christmas. So in the time of Christmas, El Nino condition appeared. So in the time of Christmas, Peru, Chile, Ecuador, this area, rainfall occurred in this area. Okay, move to next topic. Food labeling. What is this? The Food Safety and Standards Authority of India (FSSAI) is expected to issue a draft regulation for labels on front of food packets that will inform consumer if a product is high in salt, sugar and fat. So FSSAI is going to label in front of the food packet about the product is either salt or high in salt or high in sugar or high in fat. Okay, very good steps is taken by the FSSAI. Now what is FSSAI? The Food Safety and Standard Authority of India is a statutory body, means established through the Act of Parliament, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then President. Established under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The FSSAI has been established under Food Safety and Standard Act 2006, which is a consolidating statute related to food safety and regulation in India. FSSAI is responsible for protecting and promoting public health through the regulation and supervising food safety. So if you go to this website, here it is written as salt. Okay, we will see it later. Move to next topic. fourth edition of KIYG launched. So fourth edition of Khelo India Youth Game launched. Okay, so fourth edition means fourth time. So this is the logo of Khelo India Youth Game 2021 in Panchkula, Haryana. Host city is Panchkula, Haryana, and this is the mascot of the Khelo India Youth Game. Okay, so the countdown for the fourth edition of Khelo India Youth Game begins on high note with the unveiling of its logo, mascot, and jersey. Okay, and anthem at a spectacular launch ceremony in Panchkula, Haryana. So the previous edition 2020 held in Guwahati, Assam, and the 2021 Khelo India Youth Game is held in Panchkula, Haryana. So this is the 21. In 21 it has not been occurred due to COVID-19. So currently it is occurring at conducting in Panchkula, Haryana. Okay. Move to next topic. It is not working. Support for Sri Lanka. What is another support for Sri Lanka? 100 million, the amount being considered by the China-backed Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank as an emergency support to Sri Lanka, Chinese Finance Ministry said on Sunday. So Chinese-backed Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank is providing $100 million help to Sri Lanka. Now what is Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank? This is the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank in China. So the bank is a multilateral development bank that aims to improve economic and social outcome in Asia. The bank currently has 105 members around the world. The bank started operation after the agreement entered into force in 25 December 2015. The starting capital of the bank was 100 billion, equivalent to 2/3 capital of Asian Development Bank and half of World Bank. The bank was proposed by China in 2013. Okay, so it has a starting amount of 100 billion US dollar, which is equal to 2/3 capital of Asian Development Bank. So what is Asian Development? So these are the country is the member. The green color are the direct member of Asian Infrastructure Development Bank, and the other color is the dialogue member or the observer. Okay, and these are the including India. India is the founder member of Asian Infrastructure Development Bank. Now what is Asian Development Bank? So Asian Development Bank is very important. It is a regional development bank established on 19 December 1960s, very old bank, which is headquartered in Ortigas Center located in the city of Metro Manila, Philippines. As of 31st December 2020, Japan and United States each hold the largest proportion of shares at 15.571%, China holds 6.429%, India holds 6.317%, and Australia 5.773%. So these are the member of the Asian Development Bank. India is a member of both Asian Development Bank and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Okay, but United States is the member of Asian Development Bank, but is not a member of Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. Okay. Now important is Asian Development Bank ADB Japan Scholarship Program. What is this? It is a scholarship program, enrolls about 300 students annually. in academic institution located in 9 countries within the region. Okay, upon completion of their study program, scholars are expected to contribute to the economic and social development of their home. Now move to the website. This is the ADB Japan Scholarship Program. Okay. Now, what is offered in this scholarship program? I'm zooming it. Full tuition fees, monthly subsistence allowance, books and instructional materials, medical insurance, travel expenses. Okay, so these are the things offered in this course. Now, what are the subject? Science and technology, economic, business and management, development studies, law and public policy. Okay, so if you see one by one, frequently asked question. So what is the Asian Development Bank Japan Scholarship Program? It is aims to provide an opportunity for well qualified citizen of ADB's development members. So the student should be from the country who is a member of the Asian Development Bank. Okay, he will only get the scholarship program to undertake graduate studies in economics, management, science and technology and other development related field. Now, what does the scholarship cover? Full tuition fee, monthly subsistence, housing allowance, books and instruction material, medical insurance, travel expenses. And what is the duration? Duration is 1 year with an extension to the second year of study as appropriate, which shall be conditional on the scholar maintaining satisfactory level performance as determined by the institution. So if institution is satisfied with your performance, then extra 1 year will be scholarship will be provided. And what are the eligibility? These are the eligibility. National of the ADB borrowing member and Japanese ODA scholarship country. So members should be from the ADB, Asian Development Bank founding member. There is no, he should not hold dual citizenship. Okay, now have gained admission to an approved master course to a designated institution. So there are already predefined institution for this scholarship program, and you have to get admission of those institution only and those specified subject. Okay, then you will be qualified for the scholarship program. So gain admission to approved master course to the designation institution. Hold bachelor degree or equivalent with the superior academic record. So you have already a bachelor degree on that subject. Then for masters, you have taken admission on the specified institution on specified subject. Okay, so these are there are other eligibility requirement. Next is what are the participating institution. Okay, so University of Hong Kong, and from India, Indian Institute of Technology Delhi. So IIT Delhi is the only university from India included in the ADB Japan Scholarship Program. Okay, and then is, can I apply universities outside the ADB member? No. ADB JSP provides scholarship only to participating academic institutions under the program. Okay. So these are the thing. So the academic institution, if you move the academic institution from India, Indian Institute of Technology Delhi, they are providing and the subject should be Master Technology in Science and Technology. Science and Technology, you have to take admission in Masters in Science and Technology subject in IIT Delhi. Then only you get the ADB Japan scholarship. You will be eligible for ADB Japan scholarship. Okay. And what are the subject? Economics, management, health, education, agriculture, environment, natural resource management, science and technology. It is included in the IIT Delhi and other development related field. So you have to take admission in these subjects only. Okay, so this is the thing. Move to next topic. Value of MP's vote for president poll to go down. What is this? Okay, president poll means there will be a election for president. Okay, so value of MP's vote will go down. Now first we will know how the vote for president will arranged by the election commission. What is the procedure of presidential election? And this is known as electoral college. So I will describe the process of the election. So presidential election is not a direct election, means the common citizen will not go and cast his vote for president. It is an indirect election. And who will participate in the election? Who will cast their vote? This elected member of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, means the upper house of parliament, elected member only. Means there are total 245 members in Rajya Sabha. Out of only 233 are elected and 12 are nominated. So only 233 will cast their vote, not the 12. So elected member of the Rajya Sabha, elected member of Lok Sabha means the total 543 MPs. Then elected member of each state legislative assembly. Okay. So all the elected member means the MLAs of the legislative assembly, and as well as the elected member of each union territory possessing a legislative assembly like Delhi, Jammu Kashmir not included, and Puducherry. So Delhi and Puducherry has their state legislative assembly, their MLAs, so they can also cast their vote, except Jammu Kashmir, because Jammu Kashmir currently has no state legislative assembly. Okay, previously Jammu Kashmir has also legislative assembly, but currently there is no legislative assembly in Jammu Kashmir. So all the MPs of Lok Sabha, all the MLAs of the state legislative assembly as well as union territories, and all the MPs of elected MPs of Rajya Sabha. Okay. Now, what is the procedure? Value of an MLA's vote and value of an MP's vote. Total. The candidate who will get the highest value of MLA and MP votes combined, he will be elected as the President of India. So first we should know how the value of MLA's vote is counted, then we will know how the value of MP's vote will counted, then we will add these two votes and we will see that what is the total number of vote for MLAs and MPs. Okay, so what is the value of MLA's vote? Total population of the state divided by number of state MLAs into 1000. So this is the formula: total population of the state divided by number of state MLA into 1000. So what is the total population of the state? This is as per the 1971 census. Okay, this is about the 1971 census. So as per the 1971 census, the population of 1971 will be taken into calculation in this formula, not the current population. Why? Because suppose there is two states, state A and state B. Suppose both have equal population in 1971. Suppose now state A has taken a policy known as family planning. Family planning is controlling the growth of population, and it is very good policy. Okay, suppose state A has taken a policy, family planning. So they are controlling the growth of population, but state B has not taken family planning policy. So their population is growing uncontrollably. Okay, so if we taking the population currently, then obviously population of B is very population of state B is more than the population of state A, and as the value of MLA's vote is directly proportional to population of the state, then the MLA from state B has the value of vote more than the MLAs of state A. So it means we are discouraging family planning policy. Okay, so to encourage family planning policy, this formula is taking consider the 1971 census, not the current census. Okay, so so value of vote on MLA is dependent on from which state the MLAs belong. Okay, because population of the state is taking into consideration population of 1971 census. So if you take an example, suppose for Andhra Pradesh, okay, suppose for Andhra Pradesh total population by number of MLA. Okay, so the Andhra Pradesh, the total population is as per 97 is this. Okay, 2 crore 78 lakh 586 is the population of Andhra Pradesh in 1971, divided by number of MLA of Andhra Pradesh is 175. Okay, member of state legislative assembly MLA. So 2 lakh 78,000 2 crore 78 lakh 586 divided by number of MLA divided by 1000, it gives 158.86 rounded to 159. So the value of vote of one MLA, 159 means value of vote of one MLA of Andhra Pradesh. Value of vote of one MLA in Andhra Pradesh is 159. So value of vote of all MLA in Andhra Pradesh is 159 into number of MLA, that is 27,825. Okay, so in this way, so Andhra Pradesh is 27,825. In this way, we will calculate for all state, and UP has the highest number of value of vote because UP has the highest number of population. Okay, so the total comes as 5,49,495 is the value of vote of all MLA from the all states as well as from union territories. Okay, union territories is also included in this list. Suppose Puducherry, okay, then Delhi also included in this list. So this is the value of vote of all MLA in state and union territory. Okay. Now come to value of vote of an MP. What is the formula? Value of all the MLA's vote divided by total number of MP. Okay, so value of all the MLA's vote I just calculate as 5,49,459 and divided by total number of MP means total number of member in Lok Sabha, elected member in Lok Sabha plus elected member in Rajya Sabha. So elected member in Lok Sabha is 543, Rajya Sabha is 233, total is 776. So 5,49,495 divided by 760, 708 rounded to 708. So this 708 is the value of an MP. Okay, so value of vote on MP is not dependent upon which state he belongs. Okay, so value of vote on MP is equal for all MP. So value of vote on one MP is 708. So value of vote of total MPs into total number of MPs is 776. So multiply by 776 gives us 5,49,408. Same value calculated for the total value of vote for MLA. Okay, 5,49,408. So the total value of vote of MLA plus total value of vote of MP is total of this is 10,98,903. This is the total value of vote of MP and MLA total in India. So out of this, which the candidate gets the most value will be elected as the president. Okay, so if currently Jammu Kashmir has no state legislature. Okay, so if we move to the chart of Jammu, if we find the Jammu and Kashmir, where is Jammu and Kashmir? The Jammu and Kashmir has the total MLA value of vote is 6264. Okay, So if you deduct the 6264 from total value, so deducting 6264 from this total value of MLA, we get 543231. Okay, so value of each vote of MP is total value of MLA divided by total number of MP, which gives us 700. Okay, so this is the news. So in absence of Jammu and Kashmir state legislature, the value of vote of MP become 700, not 708. Okay, previously it was 708, because total value of MLA is this divided by 7676 gives 708. But in absence of Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly, the value is deducted by 6264, means it becomes 55,43,231 divided by 760 gives 700. So this is the news. Move to next news. With Pakistani MBBS degree made invalid, Kashmiri student at dead end. So the National Medical Commission declared that MBBS degree from the neighboring country is invalid in India. So if a candidate pursue medical degree, MBBS degree from Pakistan, then the degree will be invalid in India. He cannot practice in India simply. As a notification issued by the National Medical Commission on April 28 said, students from any medical college of Pakistan shall not be eligible for appearing in foreign medical graduate examination or seeking employment except those who had joined Pakistan degree college institution before December 2018 or later after obtaining security clearance from Ministry of Home Affairs. So move to this website. What are they saying is this. This is the notification, National Medical Commission, that all concerned are advised not to travel to Pakistan for pursuing medical education. Any Indian national overseas citizen in India who intends to take admission in MBBS, BDS or equivalent medical course in any medical college of Pakistan shall not be eligible for appearing in foreign medical graduate examination or seeking employment in India on the basis of educational qualification in any subject acquired in Pakistan except those who had joined Pakistan degree college institution before 2018 December or later after obtaining security clearance from Minister of Home Affairs. However, migrant means suppose any Hindu migrant comes from Pakistan and their children who have acquired medical degree or higher education in Pakistan and have been awarded citizenship by India would continue to be eligible for appearing in the FMG, NXT or seeking employment in India after obtaining security clearance from Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, so this is the news. Move to next news. NIA searches 20 locations linked to Dawood Ibrahim. So the National Investigation Agency on Monday conducted searches in 20 locations in the Mumbai connected with underworld don Dawood Ibrahim and his close associates. Okay. So what is NIA, National Investigation Agency? Is the primary counter-terrorist task force of India. The agency is empowered to deal with the investigation of terror-related crimes across states without special permission from the states under written proclamation from the Home Affairs, Ministry of Home Affairs. So to conduct any search of operation in any states, the NIA officials should not have the permission of the concerned state government. Okay, there is no need to take permission from the state government. Now, the agency came into existence with the enactment of the National Investigation Agency Act 2008 by Parliament of India 2008, December 2008, which was passed after the deadly 26/11 terror attack in Mumbai and headquartered in New Delhi. Recently, there is an amendment in 2019 The amendment gives more teeth to the investigation agency, and the amendment aims to primarily empower the anti-terror agency to investigate scheduled offences such as human trafficking, circulation of fake currency, manufacture and sale of prohibited arms, cyber terrorism, passed with a majority of 278 votes in favor and 6 in the Lok Sabha. So earlier, the National Investigation Agency only related to terror-related crime, but they are currently also investigating on human trafficking, circulation of fake currency, manufacture and sale of prohibited arms, cyber terrorism. Okay, this amendment will also allow NIA to investigate the Sri Lanka Easter bombing and Kabul Gurudwara bombing. Okay, so any kind of bombing related to death of any Indian nationals, NIA can start investigation as per this Amendment Act. Move to next topic. Operation Dudhi. Assam Rifles honors surviving soldier. Okay, so Operation Dudhi. What is Operation Dudhi? And what is the news? The paramilitary Assam Rifles on Monday facilitated the surviving soldier of Operation Dudhi, marked in the country's defense history as India's most successful counter-insurgency operation more than 30 years ago. So Assam Rifles facilitate the survival of Operation Dudhi. Now, what is Operation Dudhi? This operation was undertaken by the Assam Rifles on 3rd May 1991. A team of 15 soldiers gunned down 72 Pakistan-trained extremists. This remains the most successful counter-insurgency operation that has been conducted by any security force till date. Okay, in Jammu Kashmir, the battalion had killed 72 militants and apprehended 13 others. In the firefight that took place till late night on the 5th and 6th May, soldier Ramkumar Arya and Kameshwar Prasad attained martyrdom. R.K. Jadhav has sustained injuries during this mission. This mission was undertaken by a column that comprised a junior commissioner officer along with 14 other rank under Naib Subedar Padam Bahadur Chhetri's command. Now, what was seized from the militant? For the next 4 days, search operations were carried out in the region. A huge cache of ammunition and weapons that included 70 AK-47 rifles were seized from the militant. So, this is the Operation Dudhi. Move to next news. Cyclone Osoni impact keeps heat wave away. So, moisture carrying eastern winds under the influence of Cyclone Osoni brought down the temperature in the capital. Okay, so Cyclone Osoni is a friendly cyclone for our country, with a maximum temperature settling at 39.5 degrees Celsius, which is normal for the season. Okay. Now, Osoni name is given by Sri Lanka. Now, discuss about some famous cyclone, devastating cyclone. Starting from 1970, Vola cyclone, location is West Bengal and Bangladesh, highest wind speed is 250, death toll 3 lakh, including the aftermath famine in Bengal. Then 1999 Odisha cyclone is the most devastating cyclone in the history of India. Okay, nearly 10,000 people death in this cyclone. Okay, mainly Odisha, Paradip, Jagatsinghpur, Balaswar, Bhadrak, Puri, Keonjhar, Kendrapara. 260 km per hour was the speed of the wind. Then filing in 2013 in Odisha, Gopalpur coast. Okay, number of death is casualties is 50. And who gives the name? And from the filing, we had start giving name of the cyclone. Who gives the name of filing? Thailand. Then Hudhud, name given by Oman in 2014 in the Andhra Pradesh coast in Visakhapatnam and Vizianagaram. Okay. Then Foni in 2019, another devastating cyclone, Foni, name given by Bangladesh. Okay, mainly Odisha, Bhubaneswar, Puri, Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam. 280 km per hour was the speed. Just imagine. Then Amphan, another most devastating cyclone in the eastern India in 2020, mainly in West Bengal, North 24 Parganas, Kolkata, Bokhali, South 24 Pargana, 24 Pargana, Odisha, Paradip. 270 km was the rainfall and name given by Thailand. Then Yash, 2021, mainly in West Bengal. Okay, Midnapur, Digha, East West Pargana, Sundarban, Jharkhand, Hooghly, and Odisha, Puri. And the name given by Oman. So these are the famous devastating cyclone in the Indian history. Move to next topic. Thrissur keeps its date with Puram after 2 years. So there is a festival named as Puram, Thrissur Puram. Okay, these are the festivals. Thrissur Puram is an annual temple festival held in Thrissur, Kerala, India. It is held at the Vedakunnathan Shiva temple in Thrissur every year on the Puram day, the day when the moon rises with Puram star in the Malayalam calendar month of Medam. It is the largest and most famous of all Purams in India. Next topic is topic related to measles disease. So measles, these are the symptoms of measles: rashes in body as well as in the tongue. Measles is a highly contagious infection disease caused by measles virus. Symptoms usually develop 10 to 12 days after exposure to an infected person and last 7 to 10 days. Fever greater than 40 degrees Celsius, cough, runny nose, inflamed eyes, small white spot known as Koplik spot may form inside the mouth. Okay, these are the symptoms. Common complications include diarrhea, middle ear infection, and pneumonia. Okay, so how it is spreaded in the society? Measles is an airborne disease which spread easily from one person to the next through the coughs and sneezes. Okay, so we should use handkerchief or mask, okay, before sneezing, because it can spread the measles disease. Now these are the rise in case of measles in India. In 2021, India has 621 measles cases, but it rises to 1339 cases in 2022. Move to next topic. Government notifies top sporting event. So what is this? The Information and Broadcasting Ministry has notified several sporting events as that of national importance under the Sport Broadcasting Signals Mandatory Sharing with Prasar Bharati Act. Okay. So what is the act? Which supersedes the earlier one used in 2021, has declared all Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games, Asian Games as event of national importance. Means the channel, the private channel who has purchased the right to sponsor this game, Olympics, Commonwealth, Asian, he has to broadcast the games in the DD, in the Doordarshan channel also. Okay, it is mandatory. If you are purchasing the right to show Olympic Games in your channel, you have to show the game in the Doordarshan also. This is the Sport Broadcasting Signal Mandatory Sharing with Prasar Bharati Act. Okay, so currently the act it is a old act, but currently it is amended in March 21. Okay, previously only Olympic, Commonwealth, and Asian Games are the national important games, event of national importance, but currently government has added many more games. The following list of non-exhaustive under the cricket category: all official one day 2020 test match played by Indian team and all International Cricket Council test matches featuring India, semi-finals and finals of ICC One Day International World Cup, semi-finals and finals of ICC T20 World Cup have been recognized. Also, tennis category include all matches featuring India in Davis Cup, Grand Slam tournaments in tennis, finals of men's singles, women's singles in all matches featuring Indian players from the quarterfinals onward. Okay, so these are the included. And what was the old Act 2007? No private broadcasting rights holder can telecast a sports event of national importance live in India unless it simultaneously share the signal without any advertisement with Prasar Bharati. So these are the act. Okay, and these sports also added with this game. Very good news. Move to next news. Shiv Kumar Sharma, a sound of spirituality from the valley. So Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma passed away. So Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma was an Indian classical musician and santur player who is credited with adapting the santur for Indian classical music. As a music composer, he collaborated with Indian flautist Hari Prasad Chaurasia and under the collaborated name Shiv Hari, and composed music for many Indian films including Faisle, Chandni, Lamhe. He was awarded the Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 1986, Padma Shri in 1991 and Padma Bhushan in 2001. Move to next topic. Army Chief gets Param Vishisht Seva Medal. Okay, so our new Army Chief Manoj Pandey given the Param Vishisht Seva Medal by the President of India. Now discuss about medal. So these are the medal. What are the medal? Military medal. First is Wartime Gallantry Award. So if a military participate in war, then he will be awarded with Paramveer Chakra is the highest, followed by Mahavir Chakra and then Veer Chakra. Also, War Team distinguished another award related to war is Sarvattam Yudh Seva Medal, Uttam Yudh Seva Medal and Yudh Seva Medal. Okay, so these 6 awards are related to war. And then Peacetime Gallantry Award. Peace means support India is deployed army in the border, in the India-China border, not for war but for peace. Okay, or India sends his military to another country, that is known as peacekeeping force. Okay, that is not for war, that is maintained for peace. So for peacekeeping award, highest is Ashok Chakra, followed by Kirti Chakra and Shaurya Chakra. Also Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal and Vishisht Seva Medal. Okay, so also if the military is from army, then Sena Medal, from Navy Nausena Medal and from Air Force Vayusena Medal. So our General Manoj Pandey is conferred with the what? The Param Vishisht Seva Medal. Okay, means the peacetime medal. This is the Param Vishisht Seva Medal, the Peacetime Distinguished Service Medal. Move to next topic. Cotton textile export hit $15.29 billion, beat target. So we had a target to export cotton, but the export surpassed the target, and it is a very good news. Cotton textile export exceed the government fiscal year 22 target to reach 15.29 billion, including raw cotton, according to provisional data. All cotton textile and clothing product, yarn, fabric and made-ups had been growth according to data for Texprosil, and export countries are Bangladesh, United States, Portugal, Sri Lanka. Also yarn type cotton export to China had risen, and cotton textile export to countries such as Egypt and Portugal also increased. Now one related news is government suspend duties on all cotton import. So if you import cotton from outside, there you have to pay zero duty. Okay, and another related news is the governing authority, the Central Institute of Cotton Research, Nagpur, in collaboration with the government of Maharashtra, implemented a pilot project in the Vidarbha region, highly prone to farmer suicide, based on Brazilian model to enhance the pre-acre yield of cotton while reducing its pre-acre cultivation cost. The Brazilian model is based on state cotton crops, while Indian government model promotes the use of BT cotton. So we promote BT cotton. What is BT cotton? Is a genetically modified pest-resistant plant cotton variety which produces an insecticide to combat bollworm. Okay, so this is BT cotton. Move to next topic. HC gives split verdict on marital rape. So High Court gives split verdict on marital rape. There is a petition for marital rape. Split verdict means some judge gives a verdict and some judge gives another verdict. Okay, so there is no conclusion. Two judges of the Delhi High Court on Wednesday give a split verdict on the question of criminalizing rape within marriage. So whether rape after marriage is considered as a rape, forced sex after marriage will be considered as a rape or not, leaving the law unchanged. Okay. So as per Justice Rajiv Shakdher, who headed the bench, struck down as constitutional the exception to section 375 of the Indian Penal Code, which says that sexual intercourse by a man with his wife aged 18 and above is not rape, even if it is without her consent. So as per his judgment, it is not a rape. But as per Justice C. Harishankar, rejected the plea to criminalize marital rape, nothing that any change in the law has to be carried out by the legislature since the issue requires consideration of social, cultural and legal aspect. The right to withdraw a consent at any given point in time from the core of women's right to life and liberty, which encompasses her right to protect her physical and mental being. Okay. And he called for a change in the 162-year-old law. Now this is a graph is given. So it is the tree map shows the percentage of married women in India who identified the following individual as those who forced them for the first time to have sexual intercourse. So from current husband, the female, the woman is forced to have sex. From current husband is from 82% women have forced sex from current husband, 13.7% women has forced sex from former husband. Means after divorce, former husband can also force for sex. Very ridiculous. Then 5.5% from brother-in-laws, relatives and friend, acquaintance, teacher, employer, police, soldier, priest and others. Very sad news. Then current and former boyfriend, 1.6% female having forced sex, and father stepfather 0.9% and stranger 0.2%. This is the condition of our country. Now after having forced sex or sexual assault, the woman will move to 58.4% women will move to his own family for complaint. Okay, and complaint to friend is 24.3%, husband family 13.9%, doctor, police 5.9%, 8.8% to current or former boyfriend, husband, neighbor, relatives. But nobody will go to complain to any lawyer. Okay, this is the condition. Now percentage of employee among currently married women. Okay, so employed married women percentage is only 26%, whereas employed married men is 92%. And earning more means wife earning more than husband is 20.7%, less is 53.5%, same is 19.1%, and husband has no earning is 5.4% case. So this is the thing. Okay, move to next topic. Chart is given about the value of rupees falling down. Okay, so this is the chart. In January 1, 2010, the value of exchange rate of rupees was $1 equal to 55 rupees, and slowly it go down to 77.37 in 9th May 2022. Okay, and the crude imports in billion dollar. So in April 2017 we import only $6 billion crude oil, but currently we are importing $16.24 billion crude oil. Okay. Now this is the value of rupees falling. Okay. So The rupee's fall has been accentuated by an exodus of foreign portfolio investors from the stock market. Investors have resorted to intense selling as April was the seventh consecutive month that foreign outflow has. So foreign investor is taking out money from Indian market. Okay, so this is the related graph. Okay, so in January 2021 the foreign investment is in positive way, but after 2022, from the 2022 they are negatively, the graph is going negatively, means they are extracting money from the Indian market. And this is the graph of our forex reserve. It is highest, nearly more than 640 billion dollar forex reserve in 2000. I think it is in 2018. It is in 2021. It is in 2021. Okay, we have nearly 640 billion dollar forex reserve, but it goes down to 598 billion forex reserve in April 29 2022. Okay, move to next topic. Now bail is rule in section 124A cases. So what is 124A case? We should know. 124A case is the sedition. Sedition means any kind of act against government or national interest. Okay, this is known as sedition. Any kind of hatred comment also included in the sedition. It defines sedition as an offense committed when any person by words, either spoken or written, or by signs or by visible representation, or otherwise bring or attempt to bring into hatred or contempt or excites or attempt to excite disaffection towards the government established by law of India. Disaffection include disloyalty and all feeling of enmity. However, comments without exciting or attempting to excite hatred, contempt or disaffection will not constitute as offense under this section. Okay, so this is the sedition as per 124 CRPC. And what was the punishment? It is a non-bailable offense. Means you will get the bail only on the wish of the judicial magistrate, not as per your right. Okay, and punishment is imprisonment up to 3 years to a lifetime. These are the old provision. But now Supreme Court has given a verdict that now bail is rule in the section 124. Means bail becomes your right. Means sedition becomes a bailable offense, not a non-bailable offense. Okay. So this is the thing. Means the court has made its intent clear. It does not want a single person booked under section 124A. Okay. While the reconsideration of the law is happening. So Supreme Court has given the responsibility to the government to reconsider the bill. Okay. And until the reconsideration, it is under in suspension. The court has made it clear that it has suspended section 124A in its present form until further order. Okay, move to next topic. B.V. Doshi receives Royal Gold Medal. Okay, so noted architect Balkrishna Vitaldas Doshi has been conferred with the prestigious Royal Gold Medal 2022, which is considered the world's highest honor for architecture. Okay, the president of the Royal Institute of British Architect Simon Alford presented the medal to the renowned architect in person at his residence in Ahmedabad. The Royal Gold Medal is approved personally by Queen Elizabeth and is given to people who have had significant influence on the advancement of architecture. Move to next topic. Retail inflation quickens to an almost 8-year high at 7.8%. So currently inflation is 7.8%, huge. Okay, so if you move to this website, it will give a clear vision. It is saying that 7.79% is the current consumer price index. So we are calculating in we are calculating inflation in terms of consumer price index. So 7.979% is the inflation and 8.9% is the GDP for 2021-22. Okay, so move to this page. Okay, so this is the chart of inflation in each and every product like cereals, meat, fish, egg. I'm zooming it. Cereals, meat, fish, egg, milk product, oils, fat, fruits. So okay, food product, then fuel, then clothing, household, health, everything, education, everything is included here in this list. Okay, and inflation rate, rural inflation rate, urban and combined. If you see the combined in cereals and product in April 21 it was 144.3. So what is 144.3? It has a base 100 in 2012, means in 2012 the price was 100 rupees. Okay, so as per the 2012 consent base 100, today means in 21 it is become 144.3 and in April 22 it become 152.9. So what is the inflation? 152.9 minus 144.3 divided by 144.3 gives 5.96% is the inflation. Okay, so if we calculate all the product, we will get the general all group in gives us 7.79% is the inflation of all product. And consumer food price index means only in the food category the inflation is 8.38%. If we go to the state-wise division, in state-wise West Bengal has the highest rate of inflation, 9.12%. Okay, followed by Madhya Pradesh 9.1% and Telangana 9.02%. So West Bengal has the highest rate of inflation, 9.12%. So this is the inflation. Move to next topic. IAF test fires extended range Brahmos missile. So Indian Air Force test fires extended range of Brahmos missile. So there was a range of Brahmos missile. So we extend the range of Brahmos missile, and Indian Air Force conducted test on the extended range. So the extended range version of Brahmos supersonic cruise missile. Supersonic means speed more than sound. Okay, cruise missile was successfully test fired for the first time from Sukhoi 30 MKI fighter on Thursday, the Indian Air Force said. The launch from the aircraft was as planned and the missile achieved a direct hit on the designated target in the Bay of Bengal region. Okay, so we tested a air version of Brahmos missile. Okay, air version of Brahmos missile from the Sukhoi M30 jet. Now, what we should know something about Brahmos missile. So, this is the model of Brahmos missile in the 26 January parade. The Brahmos is a medium-range stealth ramjet supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarine, ship, aircraft, or land. Notably, being the fastest supersonic cruise missile in the world. Fastest supersonic cruise missile. Okay, it is a joint venture between DRDO, Indian Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO, and the Russian Federation NPO Machinostroyenia, who together have formed Brahmos Aerospace. The The name Brahmos is from the name of two rivers, Brahmaputra of India, Moskova of Russia. Okay, it is the world's fastest anti-ship cruise missile currently in operation. Speed is Mach 3 plus. Mach number is the ratio between the speed of an object divided by the speed of sound. So Mach 3 means the speed of object is 3 times more than the speed of sound. Okay, so Brahmos missile have speed of Mach 3. The land launched and ship launched version are already in service. An air launched variant of Brahmos appeared in 2012 and entered in service in 2009. Okay, so we are testing the air launched variant. Okay, extended range of air launched variant. A hypersonic version of the missile Brahmos 2 is also presently under the development with a speed of Mach 7 to 8 to boost aerial fast strike capabilities are expected to be ready for testing by 2024. Now variant is ship launched, surface launched, submarine launched, air launched. Operational range, if air launched 350 to 400 km, sea launched 600 km, surface launched 700 km. India and Russia are now planning to jointly develop a new generation of Brahmos missile with 800 km range and an ability to hit protected target with pinpoint accuracy. Plans are to eventually upgrade all missiles to range of 1500 km. Move to next topic. An industry barely hanging by a thread. So very bad news from the jute industry in India, especially in West Bengal. So more than 12 jute mills have closed between November 21 and April 22, putting 60,000 workers out of work in West Bengal. According to industry experts, the recent crisis began in last September when the office of the jute commissioner, which comes under the Ministry of Textile, fixed the maximum price of raw jute to 6,500 per quintal. So the ministry has fixed the raw jute procurement price, means government will buy jute maximum 6,500 per quintal. Okay, but actually as per the worker, the raw cost, the manufacturing cost of jute is more than 6,500. Okay, the decision kept the price 6,500 led to a fall in procurement. So private groups are not buying jute because they cannot sell it to the government with high price. Okay, and mills decided to suspend work. In order, on May 11, the Calcutta High Court directed the Jute Commissioner to review and refix the rate of the raw jute if the notified rate cannot be adhered. Okay. On the other hand, this is important. On the other hand, if the notified rate is increased, suppose government increase the rate more than 6,500. Also, there is a bad thing, that is, the government may not agree to pay more for the jute bag, and the idea of switching over to cheaper alternative may be a viable option. If that be so, then the jute mills, because of exorbitant rate, may not be find any takers of their product. Large scale jobless and economic crisis is bound to follow. Means if the rate become very high, then why government or why any private organization will buy jute with very high price? They will go for any other low cost material like plastic. Okay, so that is also thing to be noticed. So that's why Supreme Court has told the Jute Commissioner to refix the rate, reconsider and refix this rate. Move to next topic. Modi Deuba to continue talks on hydropower connectivity. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Nepal counterpart Sher Bahadur Deuba will focus on connectivity and electricity project during their bilateral talk on Monday. So Modi visited Nepal on the occasion of Buddha Purnima in Lumbini. Lumbini is the birthplace of Gautam Buddha in Nepal. So there they talked about some electrical project and connectivity. Okay. So this is the some picture tweeted by our Prime Minister. So Orun 3 are the hydropower project developed by India in Nepal, is an under construction run-of-the-river type hydroelectric project constructed by SJVN, Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam, Orun 3 Power Development Company Private Limited, a wholly owned subsidiary of SJVN Limited in Nepal at the Orun River. In this project, 900 megawatt of electricity was expected to be produced. Okay, this is the underground project site in Orun River. The project again resurfaced and the project development agreement was signed in November 2014. The surplus power from the project will be exported to India from Dhalkebar in Nepal to Muzaffarpur, Bihar in 2017. The Cabinet of India approved the project. Means India will, the 900 megawatt electricity will be generated, and excess electricity India will buy. Means Nepal will export the excess electricity to India. Now another Orun 4 project. Okay, Orun 4 project. Nepal signs $1.3 billion mega deal with India's SJVN to develop hydropower projects. So these are the Orun 4 project site. The 679 megawatt lower Orun hydropower project is the second mega project undertaken by the Indian after the 1.04 billion 900 megawatt Orun 3 hydroelectric project. So two projects are under construction, Orun 3 or Orun 4, by the Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited in Nepal on Orun River. Next topic, Amarnath Yatra pilgrims to be tracked through RFID tag. So every pilgrims will be tagged through RFID tag to can be observed. Every pilgrimage can be observed in the station. Okay, about their movement, everything will be under control. The movement of each Amarnath Yatra pilgrim will be tracked with the help of radio frequency identification tags. A high-level meeting to review the logistic and security preparedness of the Yatra was informed on Friday. The J&K administration and the police have been asked to brace for around 8 lakh pilgrims for the Yatra to the holy shrine of South Kashmir that commences on June 30 and concludes on August 11. Okay, so the RFID tags will be provided by the Sri Amarnath's Shrine Board. So previously what happened? This will be the first time RFID tags are provided to pilgrims. Earlier vehicles carrying them were tracked through the tags. It was then provided by the CRPF. So previously CRPF provided the tags in the vehicle, but currently Sri Amarnath's Shrine Board is having the responsibility to distribute the tags to the individual pilgrims. Okay. Now Amarnath temple is a Hindu shrine located in Jammu Kashmir, India. This is the holy shrine of Shiv. The cave is situated from Srinagar reach through Pahalgaon town. The cave located in Lidar Valley is surrounded by glaciers, snowy mountains covered with snow most of the year except for short period of time in summer when it is open to the pilgrims. Next topic is Sri Lanka to get fertilizer from India. Okay, so previously we knew that Sri Lanka moved to all organic policy in fertilizer, so they will not use any chemical fertilizer. So currently in pressure of the situation, they are moved to the inorganic policy. So Sri Lanka has received assurance from India officials regarding supply of fertilizer that island nation requires urgently. India decision to supply 65,000 metric ton of urea, chemical fertilizer, required for the current Yala cultivation. Yala means paddy season between May and August in Sri Lanka, said the High Commissioner of Sri Lanka in message. Move to next topic. ISRO test booster for Gaganyaan. So booster, what is the booster? These two parts are called as booster, which help in boosting, in providing thrust to the launching vehicle. This is the launching vehicle, and inside this portion is known as the satellite. Okay, this small portion is satellite. These are the satellite. Okay, it is have two parts. The upper part is known as crew module, lower part is known as the service module. Okay, I will discuss everything. So these are the booster. HS-200 booster. What is the name of the booster for Gaganyaan? So Gaganyaan, first we should know what is Gaganyaan. Gaganyaan is a manned mission. Means Indian government will send 2 or 3 man crew to space first time. Okay, and the mission is known as Gaganyaan. The satellite is known as, the name of the satellite is Gaganyaan. Okay, so these are the HS-200 booster, and ISRO is currently conducting a test successfully on this HS-200 booster. So the Indian ISRO has successfully carried out the static test of HS-200 solid rocket booster. Okay, where is the test held? Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. And what is the type of this booster? It is the human-rated version of S-200 rocket booster used on geosynchronized satellite launch MK Mach 3, GSLV Mach 3, also called the launch vehicle Mach 3. Okay, it is a solid rocket booster, HS-200 solid rocket booster, and the test held in Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. So there are 2 types of booster. One is solid fuel booster and another is solid booster. Okay, so there is no fuel material, liquid material in the booster. So if we see the actual part, okay, this is combination of 3 part. Okay, this is the 3 part. One is orbital module, one is crew module, and one is service module. Okay, this is the satellite. Okay, so here is the photo of the satellite. This is the photo of the satellite. This bottom portion is service module, top portion is crew module, service module, crew module, and above this there is another portion which is known as orbital module. Okay, so this is the orbital module. There is 3 part. So what is the function of this part? That there is a chair in the crew module, means 3 number of crew member can sit, or 3 number astronaut can sit in the chair and perform their duties. Okay, by sitting in the chair, there are 2 windows through which they can see outside, and there is also a bottom window periscope. They can see in the bottom as well as the surrounding area. And in this orbital module, they can sleep, they can eat, they can sit, they can use toilet, everything, every facilities are here in the orbital module. Okay, so orbital module and crew module are with full of oxygen pressure, but the service module is a vacuum portion. Here only the service means the instrument, the batteries, the fuel for booster. Okay, these things are arranged in the service module, and these 2 are the solar panel. Okay, so these three are the part of the total satellite, and in front of this there is a docking mechanism. Docking is when a ship docked in the port, okay, or a plane docked in the airport, like there is a international space station in the space. It is the International Space Station, okay, made by all country, USA, Russia, Japan, China, India, Europe. Okay, so this is the station in the space known as International Space Station. Okay, like station in our Earth. Okay, like any other station, this is the station, and every satellite launched from Earth moves to the space and finally docked in the space station. Okay, like this is the International Space Station, and other satellites docked in the space station. So already crew member presented previously inside the International Space Station, and new crew member are launched through this new satellite, and when they meet with each other, they will greet each other. Okay, they can move from this satellite to this satellite. Okay, so this is and the new satellite can get fuel, can get food, oxygen from the International Space Station. So the new launch satellite will attach to the International Space Station through the docking system. So this is the thing. Next topic. CCMB developed Indian mRNA vaccine platform. What is the topic? The Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology here has established the proof of principle of the first indigenous mRNA vaccine technology coming from a scientific institution in India. Okay. So what is the name of the vaccine? Proof of principle. And what is the property of vaccine? mRNA vaccine. And purpose is COVID-19. We are very excited about this achievement of replicating the mRNA vaccine technology end to end. We are proud to have developed the potential mRNA vaccine candidate against SARS-CoV-19 in 10 months, and it is based on Moderna model. Okay, so Moderna vaccine is mRNA vaccine. So mRNA vaccine is the most successful vaccine against COVID-19. We have other vaccines like Covishield. Covishield is a viral vector vaccine. Then Covaxin is inactivated vaccine. Then Zycov D is a DNA vaccine. Then Sputnik V is a adenovirus vaccine. Then Moderna is a mRNA vaccine, and Moderna is one of the successful vaccine against COVID-19 vaccine. As well as the last one is Pfizer Biotech vaccine is also mRNA based vaccine. It is also one of the successful vaccine against COVID-19. So government of India is target to build mRNA vaccine, and they are able to build the vaccine named proof of principle. Move to next topic. DCPCR challenges JJ Act change in Apex Court. So the Delhi Commission for the Protection of Child Rights moved a plea in the Supreme Court challenging an amendment made to the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act last year. So first we will see what is the Amendment Act, then we will see why the Delhi Commissioner for Protection of Child Rights moved to the Supreme Court against the amendment. Okay, so previous act was 2015 Act and currently 2021 Act, Amendment Act. So as per previous act, before issuing an adoption order, the court shall satisfy itself. The adoption is for the welfare of the child. So so a parent before adoption has to satisfy the court. Okay. The adoption is for the welfare of the child. Due consideration is given to the wishes of the child, having regarded to the age and understanding child, that neither the prospective adopted parents has given agreed to give nor a special adoption agency or the parent or guardian or the child in case of relative adoption received any payment reward means they have not received any payment or reward against the adoption. Next, adoption proceedings shall be held in camera and the case shall be disposed of by the court within a period of 2 months from the date of filing. So it is related to court order, court satisfaction, but now it is amended for the marginal heading. The following marginal heading shall be published, namely procedure for disposal or adoption proceedings. In subsection 1, for the word court, the word district magistrate shall be substituted. So replacing the court, they adopt district magistrate. So district magistrate, you have to satisfy district magistrate, not court. Means the time duration becomes short for adoption. Okay, so court will be replaced by district magistrate. So district magistrate have the power to give order for adoption. Okay, so that's a good amendment. And next is, where an offence under this act is punishable with imprisonment for a term more than 7 years, then such offence shall be cognizable, non-bailable and triable by a children court. Okay, so if a juvenile, means if a children of age less than 16 years do a criminal of heinous crime like murder, like rape, okay, then and the punishment is more than 7 years, then such offence shall be called as cognizable and non-bailable offence. Cognizable means criminal, more criminal offence, and non-cognizable means less criminal offense. Okay, okay, and what is the amendment? 7 years offense shall be cognizable and non-bailable. So it is remains same. The point 1 remains same, cognizable and non-bailable. Point 2 is where an offense under this act is punishable with imprisonment for a term of 3 years and above, means less than 7 years. Okay, but not more than 7 years, then such offense shall be cognizable and non-bailable. Okay, so more than 7 years, more than 7 years punishment offense is called cognizable and non-bailable, but less than 7 years means 3 to 7 years punishment offense is also called as cognizable and non-bailable. So there is no difference between the crime of more than 7 years punishment and punishment between 3 to 7 years. Both are called cognizable and non-bailable. Only the difference is trial by a children's court in previous case and trial by the first class magistrate court. But in the amendment, it is called non-cognizable and non-bailable offense. So cognizable term is replaced with non-cognizable. Okay, means less crime. So government of India is saying that no, less crime. It is less crime, not cognizable crime. And the last one is less than offense under this act is punishable with imprisonment for less than 3 years. Then it is called as non-cognizable and bailable. It is also written in amendment is non-cognizable or bailable. So 1 and 3 remain same. Only number 2, the cognizable is replaced with non-cognizable. Okay. So this is the thing for which the commission moved to Supreme Court. The amendment under which changes were made to section 86 of the main cat reclassifies serious offense, maximum imprisonments of 3 to 7 years against children as non-cognizable. So as per Delhi Commission for Protection of Child Rights, the serious crime means crimes between 3 to 7 years punishment, and heinous crimes means more than 7 years punishment, and petty crimes means less than 3 years punishment. So for serious crime case, that should also be included in the cognizable offense. Okay, move to next topic. So call for port. What is the news is Bangladesh Prime Minister Hasina offers Chittagong port in Bangladesh for use by India as External Affairs Minister Jaishankar calls on us. So after meeting of our External Affairs Minister with the Prime Minister of Hasina offers India that they can use Chittagong port of Bangladesh. That's a very good news. Okay. So External Affairs Minister is Jaishankar on Thursday called on Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who offered her country's main seaport Chittagong port to India's northeastern state like Assam, Tripura to enhance connectivity between the two neighbors. So Assam and Tripura is directly sharing border with the Bangladesh. So if Tripura has to export any product to other state of India, they have to travel this long way. Okay. But if Bangladesh government allow to use the Chittagong port, through this port they can export material to the mainland, to the other state of India. Okay. Also Assam, also other northeast state also will be benefited. Okay. So this is the good news. Next topic. Nato cruises into the last state. What is the news? So Nato, Gangas and Manisha Mount posted contrasting victories to make it to the quarterfinals of the World Women Boxing Championship in Istanbul. So World Women Boxing Championship is going on and the organizing city is Istanbul, Turkey. Okay. The previous 2019 edition hosted by the Ulan-Ude in Russia. Okay. Move to next topic. Creating history. So very proud moment. India wins first Thomas Cup titles, beat Indonesia 3-0. So these are the heroes, okay, of badminton of India. India won its maiden Thomas Cup. India won Thomas Cup for the first time. Title on Sunday, beating 14-time champion Indonesia 3-0 in the final in Bangkok. So Thomas Cup organizing city is Bangkok. Okay, and India won the Thomas Cup title. So what is Thomas and Uber Cup? Thomas and Uber Cup are the biennial international badminton. Biennial means organized after 2 years. Annual means after every year. Biennial means after 2 years. Championship contested by the men's and women's. Men's championship is known as Thomas. Women's championship is known as Uber. Okay, national teams of the member association of Badminton World Federation. So in 2020 edition hosted by Arhaz, Indonesia, and currently it is hosted by Bangkok, Thailand. So in current year, Thomas Cup 2022 men are owned by India and Uber Cup 22 women are owned by South Korea. Move to next topic. Finland confirmed bid to join Nato. So Finland are going to join Nato, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So Finland will apply for NATO membership. The country's president Sauli Niinisto confirmed on Sunday. Today, with the president and the government's foreign policy committee have decided that Finland will apply for NATO membership. So what is NATO? North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also called the North Atlantic Alliance. It's a security alliance, defense alliance, military alliance between 30 countries. Okay, is an intergovernmental military alliance between 30 member states, of which 28 are in Europe and 2 in North America. North America is America and Canada. Established in the aftermath of World War II, the organization implements the North Atlantic Treaty signed 4 April 1949. Okay, so due to this NATO, currently Russia is in war with the Ukraine. Okay, so NATO is established to suppress the Russia. That is the function of NATO. So NATO headquartered in Brussels, Belgium, and these are the 30 member of NATO. Okay, now Finland is also try to be member of NATO. So total number of NATO will be 31. And these are the map of NATO country, mainly Europe, America and Canada. Next topic is Adani buys Ambuja SSC for $10.5 billion. Adani is one of the richest person of India. The Adani family said it had entered into definitive agreement for the acquisition of Switzerland-based Holcim Limited entire stake in Ambuja Cement Limited and SSC Limited, two of the India's leading cement companies. So Holcim through its subsidiaries holds 63.19% in Ambuja Cement and 54.53% in SEC, of which 50.05% held through Ambuja Cement. So Holcim was the owner of maximum share of Ambuja and SEC, and they are selling their entire share to Adani family. Okay, the value of Holcim stake and open offer consideration for Ambuja Cement and SEC is $10.5 billion, which makes this the largest ever acquisition by Adani and India's largest ever M&A, margin access transaction. I just forget the full form. Margin acquisition transaction in the infrastructure and material space, the Adani said it in a statement. So these deals makes Adani the second largest cement player after Ultratech. So Ultratech is still the highest cement player in India with 122 metric ton of cement capacity per annum. Adani Group Ambuja SSC becomes 70 metric ton per annum. Then Sri Cement, Dalmia, Nuvoco, Ramco, Birla, JK Cement, India Cement and Orient Cement. Okay. Move to next topic. Sweden makes NATO bid official, says entering new era. So after Finland, Sweden also tried to enter into the NATO membership. Okay, so Sweden on Monday officially announced it will apply for NATO membership as a deterrent against Russian aggression. So everybody is very scared of Russian aggression. So Finland, Sweden are also making their entry into NATO. So if Sweden and Finland take the NATO membership, then the NATO country become number of NATO country become 32. Okay. Okay. Next, move to next topic. It is a chart is given here. State-wise share of rural household in which resident did not defecate in the open, means resident did not latrine in the open field. Okay, so Bihar only 56.1% use toilet in house. Okay, so Bihar is the worst state implementing Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And Mizoram, Kerala, Nagaland, these states have 100% people in Mizoram, 100% use toilet in house. So in terms of cleanliness, Mizoram is greater than Bihar, cleaner than Bihar. Okay, and these are the chart showing that the use of the use of toilet, okay, in rural area in 92-93 87.1% use toilet in open field. Okay, but current in 1921 it reduced to 25.9% rural, then overall and urban area. Okay, in urban area still 6.1% is used toilet in the open field. Okay, and this is also the graph of rural, urban and total area. Okay, move to next topic. SCO terror meet start, officials from China, Pak, Russia in Delhi. So SCO means Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Okay, terror meet start. So the member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization meets annually. Okay, so this time they are meeting in Delhi regarding the terror meet. Okay, so there we will discuss about the terror. So who are the member participating? China, Pakistan, Russia. Counter-terrorist officials of Pakistan, Russia, China and 4 Central Asian countries. Central Asian countries means like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan. Okay, these countries met in Delhi on Monday at the start of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization regional anti-terror structure talks, the first such event in India since Russian invasion of Ukraine and China's transgression at the line of actual control. That's national. And who are the member participating from India? The National Security Council Secretariat under National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, which organized the meeting. Who organized the meeting? National Security Council Secretariat. The meeting that included officials from Ministry of External Affairs and the Ministry of Home Affairs. Declined to comment on the agenda and expected outcome on the meeting from May 16 to 19. So they have not declined anything. They have not say anything to the media about the meeting. Okay. So what is about the SCO? Shanghai Cooperation Organization, also known as Shanghai Pact, is a transcontinental political, economic, security and military alliance. In terms of geographic and population, world largest regional organization covering approximately 60% of the area of Eurasia, 40% of the world population and more than 30% of the global GDP. So India, Russia, China and the Central Asian countries are the member of the SCO. Initially, it is established by Shanghai 5 in 1996 by China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia and Tajikistan. Okay, but India and Pakistan joined in 9 June 2017 and Iran is trying to join. Okay, they have submitted the application in September 2021. So these are the countries, these are the members, the green colors are the members of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Okay, 8 members: China, India, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and there is 4 observer state and dialogue partner also. Move to next topic. International Museum Day event begins. So the Culture Ministry on Monday launched celebration commemorating International Museum Day with a 5-day long program of events including new exhibition at the National Gallery of Modern Art, live performance at the National Museum, and extended hours free entry at many other museums. So the Cultural Ministry is planning to celebrate the National Museum Day on 18th May, means today on 18th May. Already the celebration start from 2 days before. Okay, so there is a free of cost visiting for the visitors, live performance, okay, new exhibition in the Gallery of Modern Art. This will be the agenda of the celebration. Though International Museum Day falls on Wednesday, means today 18th May, it is celebrated with a week of activities apart from National Gallery of Modern Art, Delhi, National Museum. The program includes activities free of entry. Okay, these are the museum. Okay, so these are the things. So we should know about the famous museums of India. First is National Museum of Delhi. It is the best place to visit and one gets to know about luxury coaches of trains a long time back used by the great kings. It houses a variety of collections that include jewelry, painting, armor, decorative arts, manuscripts, also a Buddhist section where one can find head of a Buddha statue and Buddha stup having remnants of Gautam Buddha considered in 3rd century BCE by sovereign Ashoka. Okay. Next is Indian Museum of Kolkata, one of the largest museum. Okay, founded by the Asiatic Society of Bengal. It collection of armor, skeletons, Mughal painting, ornaments, possesses 6 sections containing 5 galleries of creative and scientific work of art, and that is archaeology, geology, economic beauty and art. Next is Government Museum, Chennai. Okay. Now, varieties pertaining to geology, zoology, anthropology and botany. Museum has excellent sections showcasing the main South Indian time encompassing Chalukyas, Cholas and Vijayanagar. Then Chhatrapati Shivaji Vastu Museum, Mumbai. Okay, so archaeology section, natural history section, art section. Each section shows a variety of work and art dating back to Gupta and Chalukyas era. Then Salarjung Museum, Hyderabad. It is painting, textile, metallic artifacts, clocks, carving from various countries like China, North America, Egypt, Nepal, Europe, Burma and India. It got acknowledged as an institute of national importance by the Indian Parliament. Next is National Rail Museum, Delhi. Okay, and similarly another one is Calico Museum in Ahmedabad. What is this? Fabrics ranging from prehistoric cloth painting to the gorgeous Indian fabrics. One will definitely be fascinated by the spectacular work of art displayed at the Calico Museum. The textiles that have been put on display were once used by the Mughal ruler of ancient times. Okay, so these are and also Napier Museum of Trivandrum. Kathakali puppets, model musical instrument, Kerala, chariots and bronze idols of goods and goddess. Paying a visit to the Napier Museum will give you a glimpse of rich culture and history of Kerala. Okay, so this is the famous museum. Move to next topic. Odisha beats Karnataka, clinches the title. So in which sport? Odisha claimed the honors of at the 12th Hockey India Senior Women's National Championship in Bhopal on Tuesday with 2-0 win against Karnataka in the final. That saw both teams struggling in the hot condition. Okay, so 12th edition of Indian Senior Women's Hockey National Championship held in Bhopal, won by Odisha. And previously, 11th Hockey India Senior National Women's National Championship held in Jhansi, won by Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so this friend, this is the discussion from today's topic. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel, like the video. We will meet with new topic. Thank you.